Hi everybody, John here with Cruiser Customizing. Today we're going to take a look at the XTR 1.5 from the Kuryakyn XKürsion lineup. Available now at cruisercustomizing.com. If you need some additional storage for your next road trip, check out the Kuryakyn XKürsion lineup. They've got stuff in all kinds of different sizes. Today we have the XTR 1.5. This one's going to fit on your seat or on your sissy bar rack. So let's go ahead and take a peek and figure out what this thing's all about. To begin with, the outside, just like everything else in the XKürsion lineup, Maxtura material covering the whole outside. You get abrasion resistance, plus you get water repellent and UV resistance. So really good fabric. Also, all of the panels on this thing are thermoformed. That stuff, it's formed foam panels on the inside that help this thing retain its shape so it doesn't collapse in like all of that soft-sided luggage you've seen in days gone past. Plus, it stays nice and pliable, so you don't have to worry about it getting beat and banged around. It's still going to maintain its form. Right now, this bag has nothing in it, and as you can see, it looks exactly like it's going to look on your bike, so it's nice to have those formed foam panels in there to keep that rigid shape, but still make the bag soft enough to use on your bike. So that's enough about the materials. Let's figure out what the inside of this thing's made out of. Well, first off, to get to the inside, we've got these waterproof zippers, and these are extremely high quality waterproof zippers. The seal on those is absolutely awesome. On the inside of this thing, you're gonna find storage all over the place. They don't just give you a big compartment. We've got mesh zipper pockets up here at the top. As you can see, every single zipper you'll find on the XKürsion lineup, it's gonna have nice big pull tabs so you can operate it with gloves on. Also on the inside of this thing, you're going to have a couple elastic style strap pockets there on the side. And then in the very back here is almost like a neoprene style foam, almost like a Gore-Tex type material, if you will. But that is actually a padded pocket that's going to hold smartphones, iPods, anything like that. You've got a large pocket in the back, but that gives you protection all the way around to make sure those valuable electronics are padded while you're out riding around. There's also another bag on the inside. We'll go over that in just a minute. And at the bottom, we've got a nice insert, and this actually has foam padding on it as well, and it's nice and rigid. So that's going to give you a good solid base at the bottom, but also helps protect anything if it starts bouncing around on the inside. You don't have to worry about it banging against the bottom of the bag. Check out a couple of these pockets on the side here. Again, waterproof zippers on those. And instead of just unzipping from the top where you have to dig down in there and it's hard to find anything, these actually just kind of clamshell open. We've got elastic pocket on the inside there. And then this portion that comes off actually has a storage pocket on it as well. And it's as deep as that cover is. So most of your storage is actually going to go in this exterior portion. So if you want to keep some stuff in there, when you unzip it on the bike, it's just going to fold open so you can easily find anything you want. If you need to carry around a spare key, there you go. If you need your house key, whenever you get back home, it's still there. Pretty much the same thing on the other side. You're going to have another clamshell pocket, elastic pocket there at the top, and clamshell style pocket down at the bottom. Large glove pull. Go ahead and zip those back up. Before we talk about what we found on the inside, on the exterior of this thing, you're also going to find some reflectolite material. As you're riding around at night, you want to be visible to other riders and drivers out on the road. So we have some of that built in right here on the side on the back. Also in your logos on the side, that's going to give you, make you more visible to other riders and drivers while you're out riding around. To keep this thing secured to the bike, all the way around this, you're going to find these D-rings. They're just attached all over the place. That's going to give you all kinds of different mounting points. These D-rings are a little bit different than everything else you're going to find out there on the market. Sure, you can get soft-sided luggage a little bit cheaper than the XKürsion stuff, but this is the highest quality you can get. And if you just want to buy it once and you want nice soft-sided luggage that's going to last you for years and years and years, this is where it's at, and this is where some of those differences are. Not just that thermoformed foam that the entire chassis is made out of and the Maxtura. Right here in the D-rings, it couldn't be much more simple. You've actually got doubled material holding the D-rings on. So a lot of times these will just be sewn into a small patch on the bottom and then a seam, and then that strap is then sewn to the bag itself. Well, Kuryakyn wanted these things to give you years of service-free life. So what they have actually done is take that strap and they've doubled it up all the way up and then finished out the seam on the very top so there's no tearing or fraying at the top. Then they've stitched all the way around just like a normal D-ring would be held on. But then they've cross-stitched it to add some strength. That's additional stitches in that strap to keep it from pulling away from the bag. And if that wasn't going to be strong enough, they put a rivet right through the middle of each one of these straps. That's going to make sure that this thing is not going anywhere. You're going to be able to just crank this thing down nice and tight so it's not blowing around while it's on the bike. It's going to stay secure. Plus, you don't have to worry about this thing stretching and pulling and losing its shape while you're riding down the road. Whether you have it crammed completely full or it's completely empty, it doesn't matter. It's not going anywhere. But as you can see, you've got D-rings all over the place. Each one of these D-rings, it's actually made out of a solid piece of steel instead of just wrapping it around and leaving that gap at the end that can pull open over time. What they've done is welded it closed. And then after they welded it closed, they actually plastic coated each one of these to make sure it's going to be safe for all of those chrome or painted surfaces. You don't have to worry about that rubbing up against there and rubbing through the paint over time. So now on to the stuff we find on the inside. As you can see, you get a bag that is just packed full of straps. This thing has enough straps to hold this thing secure throughout your entire trip. You don't have to worry about it rolling around, moving, or shifting. So you're going to be able to keep this thing nice and secure. Also, on the bottom of this bag, it's actually got a contour. You can take this panel, it's got Velcro on it, it just slips into place there. And if you're just storing this on the rear seat or something, you might not need that. But if you've got a narrow rear seat and it rocks back and forth a little bit, you can actually pop that panel out, or if it's sitting on that sissy bar rack, and that contour is going to keep it from shifting from side to side. So they have actually installed that from the factory there at Kuryakyn. And if you put it in place, it's actually got a nice non-slip surface there on the bottom. Last but not least, in this bag, you're also going to find a rain liner that covers up the entire bag itself. So if the waterproof zippers aren't keeping the moisture out because it's just a torrential downpour day after day while you're out riding, you can still keep your stuff nice and dry with that waterproof liner that they're going to include with each one of the bags in the XKürsion series. So if you're looking for your new weekend trip bag, or you just want to add a little additional storage to what you've already got, definitely check out this XTR 1.5. It's absolutely awesome. If you have any questions on it, we have a comment section down below there. Just let me know any questions you have and I'll get you an answer as quickly as I can. If you haven't done so far, it's super easy to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our new videos. There's a logo down in the right hand corner. Click on it and subscribe. You won't miss out on any of the upcoming stuff we have rolling out this summer. If you want to get one of these XTRs on the way to you, it couldn't be easier. We'll put you a link in that info tab in the top right hand corner. If you click on it, it'll take you to our website where you can grab this thing and get it on the way to you. Thank you all for watching today. Until next time, my name's John. Please ride safe.